Passwords are one of the primary controls that limit access and protect sensitive data. Remember when early in this course I mentioned that this is a story of international espionage? Well, you have a powerful agency on your side. The guidelines that we present in this lesson echo the latest recommendations from the National Institute of Standards and Technology in their cybersecurity framework. NIST did some careful counter-spy work on your behalf a few years ago, and they discovered that a lot of what they had previously been recommending and a lot of what you might have been led to believe about passwords is wrong. Inadvertently, we've been training people to create passwords that are really difficult to remember but easy for hackers to crack. And what we really want is the opposite. So here is the current thinking on passwords. They should be 12 or more characters long. Longer passwords are cryptographically harder to break. Now I'm going to say this again a different way. Long passwords are very secure. Passwords should not expire. And you heard me right on that. The latest recommendation from NIST is that passwords should not expire. What happened in the past was people who needed to change passwords every 90 days were creating new passwords by incrementally increasing a number or making some other easy revision to an old password. The hackers caught on to this habit and they learned to crack it. If passwords expire regularly, users are likely to create simpler passwords or use a code that's easy to crack. For that reason, NIST recommends that passwords don't expire, so you're likely to create a strong, long password. Passwords should have basic complexity, upper and lowercase characters, and maybe special characters as well. NIST guidelines recommend phrases, and they don't really concern themselves so much with clever substitutions like a 0 for an O or $signs for S's. The hackers have figured all of those substitutions out, and it's okay to continue to use them, but what you don't want to do is use a simple dictionary word with just $signs for the S's. So how do you create long and strong passwords? Well, what you're looking for is something that's easy to remember but hard for a hacker to guess or to crack. A phrase is really good. It could be an odd phrase that is meaningful for you, but to no one else. 3 or 4 random words works well. You might think of something like butterscotch, Wolverine, extension. Another method is to think of a person or an entity at a location doing something ludicrous. Elton John at McDonald's juggling ferrets. It's kind of a funny image and it's very memorable. And that's one very long password that's going to be easy to remember but difficult for a hacker to crack. Another option, use a password manager. Password managers like LastPass, Keeper, or others will create strong passwords for you automatically, and they'll store them in a vault. The vault is protected by one very long and very strong password. Now, there are valid reasons for concerns about password managers. Obviously, if the system is breached, all of your passwords will be exposed. You're putting your faith in one long password, so make it a very good one, and add multi-factor authentication too. Ultimately, the choice to use a password manager is up to you and maybe with some input from your network administrator. Here's some other things to keep in mind about passwords. Never send passwords in an email message. If your email gets hacked, one of the first things they're going to do is look for passwords. Do not use single words that are in the dictionary. Do not use names of family members or pets. Don't store passwords in Word or Excel documents. Do not reuse passwords. Don't use your work passwords for personal accounts and vice versa. Don't use one password for multiple accounts. Never give anyone, not even your IT department, your password. Follow your company's policies and guidelines. Your business may be subject to regulation that imposes additional rules on passwords on top of what we're recommending here. So you want to make sure that you're following those too. And on a tangent, if you're on social media, avoid those polls that ask you about the first concert you attended or the first airplane trip that you took. Those questions match the challenge questions that are used to help you reset a forgotten password. Those polls are often built by hackers who are trying to harvest information about you.